Okay. Mm, 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 mm. Okay, now we go and sing intro or note, Mondays and intro for Mondays and Wednesdays.
Woke up this morning, sun in my eyes, chasing. Woke up this morning, sun in my eyes, chasing the shadows, reaching for the skies. Years may have. Woke up this morning, sun in my eyes. Woke up this morning, sun in my eyes, chasing the shadows, reaching for the skies. Years may have flown, but my heart feels young. This fire inside me, it's just begun.
Every step forward I can feel the beat, whispers of hope in the rhythm of the street. Life's too precious, don't let it slip away. You've got a story, let it light the way. Live your dreams, oh, don't hold back. You're never too old, just stay on track. Believe in yourself, let your spirit fly. I believe in you, reach for the sky. Don't ever give up, let your voice be loud. Shine like a star, stand out in the crowd. Every scar tells a story, every tear a song. Through the highs and lows, we all belong. With every heartbeat, find your way to go. Dance with the dreams that you long to show. Every age has magic, every heart can soar. Don't close the door, there's always more. Trust in the journey, let your spirit lead. You've got the power, you just gotta believe. Live your dreams, so don't hold back. You're never too old, just stay on track. Believe in yourself, let your spirit fly. I believe in you, never too young, you're never too bright. Just live your dreams, let your heart ignite. The world is yours, let it shine tonight.
Woke up this morning, sun in my eyes.
Good evening, fam. And how are you all doing today? I hope you all had a good day. And happy Monday. And you know what? I'm thinking I'm going to change it from a Monday to a Tuesday. I can have it Tuesday and Wednesdays. But this Wednesday, I don't think I will be able to on this Wednesday because I have to go to have an appointment for Wednesday. So I will do it today only and then be back Saturday. Okay. And okay. And I hope you all had a good one. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Wait. Okay. And post it in the comments what you would like to hear and what you like to see on here. Okay. And okay. And I got a couple writing prompts I'm going to do today too. We'll do on the writing sit-in later on. Okay. I'm going to start off reading a poem by Carl Sandburg, and I am reading from the Treasury of American Poetry. Nancy Sullivan, the editor, and I think she selected it too. Okay. And this poem is called I Am the People, the Mob. I am the people, the mob, the crowd, the mass. Do you know that all the great work of the world is done through me? I am the working man, the inventor, the maker of the world's food and clothes. I am the audience that witnesses history. The Napoleons come from me, and the Lincolns, they die. And then I send forth more Napoleons and Lincolns. I am the seed ground. I am a prairie that will stand for much plowing. Terrible storms pass over me. I forget. Okay. The best of me is sucked out and wasted. I forget everything, but death comes to me and makes me work and give up what I have, and I forget. Sometimes I growl, shake myself, and spatter a few red drops for history to remember. Then I forget. When I, the people, learn to remember, when I, the people, use the lessons of yesterday and no longer forget who robbed me last year, who played me for a fool, then there will be no speaker in all the world. Say the name, the people, with any fleck of a sneer in his voice, or any far-off smile of derision. The mob, the crowd, the mass will arrive then. The end. And Batra said, thank you for the follow, Classy Fish 9. And hello, Classy Fish 9, and welcome to my stream, and welcome. It's an honor to have you here. Thank you. Okay, and here's another one by Carl Sandburg, is Cool Tunes. When Abraham Lincoln was shoveled into the tombs, He forgot the copperheads and the assassin in the dust in the cool tombs. And Ulysses Grant lost all thought of con men and Wall Street. Cash and collateral turned white, turned to ashes in the dust in the cool tombs. Pocahontas' body, lovely as a poplar, sweet as a red hawk in November, or a pawpaw in May. Did she wonder? Does she remember on the dust in the cool tombs? Take any street full of people buying clothes and groceries, cheering a hero, or throwing confetti and blowing tin horns. Tell me if the lovers are losers. Tell me if any get more than the lovers in the dust in the cool tombs. The end. And that was Carl Sandburg's poem, Cool Tombs. And the next one by him is The Harbor. Passing through huddled and ugly walls, by doorways where women look from their hunger-deep eyes, haunted with shadows of hunger hands, out from the huddled and ugly walls, I came sudden at the city's edge on a blue burst of lake. Long lake waves breaking under the sun on a spray-flung curve of shore, and a fluttering storm of gulls, masses of great wings, and flying white bellies, steering and wheeling free and open. The end. And that was The Harbor by Carl Sandburg. Another one, this is his famous one, Fog. The fog comes on little cat feet. It sits looking over harbor and city on silent haunches and then moves on. The end. That was A Fog by Carl Sandburg. And this one is Chicago. Okay. Hog busher for the world, tool maker, stacker of wheat, player with railroads, and the nation's freight handler, stormy, husky, brawling, city of the big shoulders. They tell me you are wicked, and I believe them, for I have seen your painted women under the gas lamps, luring the farm boys. And they tell me you are crooked, and I answer, yes, it is true. I have seen the gunmen kill and go free to kill again. And they tell me you are brutal, and my reply is, on the faces of women and children, I have seen the marks of wanton hunger. And having answered, so I turn once more to those who sneer at this, my city, and I give them back the sneer and say to them, come and show me the city with lifted head, seeming so proud to be alive and coarse and strong and cunning, flinging magnetic curses amid the toil of piling job on job. After here it is a tall, bold slugger set vivid against the little soft cities, fierce as a dog with tongue lapping for action, cunning as a savage pitted against the wilderness, bareheaded, shoveling, wrecking, planning, building, breaking, rebuilding. Under the smoke, dust all over his mouth, laughing as a young man laughs, laughing even as an ignorant fighter laughs who has never lost a battle, bragging and laughing that under his wrist is a pulse, and under his ribs the heart of the people, laughing the stormy, husky, brawling laughter of youth, half naked, sweating, proud to be hog busher, tool maker, stacker of wheat, player with railroads, and freight handler, Okay, I don't know what happened, but I hope y'all still here. Um, okay. But I don't know what happened. Everything I don't know if it's my internet or what. So I apologize to you all. Okay, look now. Okay. And this poem, okay, I'm going to read a few poems by Edward Honig. I hope I'm pronouncing his name right. And okay. And this one I'm going to read is called okay, called Who by Edwin Honig. It is your last day, an hour, and you are alone. You have nothing to say, even to yourself. Your mind is almost blank. A fly is buzzing in the room. You can kill the fly, but you don't. Your thoughts will not move you without color or depth. They skim across your mind before you can read them. They disappear. Now, after 10 minutes or 30, you begin to hear the sound of words, spoken words. You think, who speaks? You are greedy for another sound and another presence. Who speaks? Who is speaking? It is a half friendly who, like your mother when you were a child, soft, round voice with a querulous edge. The words fade. The voice goes over the edge and disappears. You look around the room. It is bare, but things are in it your mind will not name. You look around the room, twisting your neck, turning your shoulder. You stoop you stoop, you kneel, you lie down. You get up quickly. The voice with the words opens up again. Who, you ask? Be still. Who? Be still. Be still. A silence grows, breaking into the voice slowly, speaking as you listen, word quickening faster, more lively. Who? You think it is like my father. No, you think it is like him, 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 the other one. No, you think it is like myself and him. Yes, it is coming faster, turning the room, turning you on your knees again. The ceiling moves down. Words pour out faster, clear, rich, full of feeling never before spoken, words never heard before, out of you. You, they say, you, they say, you, they say, you. You, you, you. You. Breaking loose, they surge out of your chest, you pushing to join them till you are all at once, all of them, in a long water flowing, widening, flooding, an ocean sea world, all water without earth or sky, a water, all over water, gone over forever, the end. And that was poem called Who by Edwin Honig. Okay. Um, um, And this one is by the same poet, Edwin Honig. This one is called Being Somebody. Being Somebody by Edwin Honig. He had need of a way to be himself without being himself. He had so little need of those who said they had need of him. He wanted never to see any of them again, though he wouldn't say so. He couldn't say any of this to them or to anyone else. For once in his life, he was satisfied simply to be nobody, nobody but himself, himself without himself. He felt empty and full, not one or the other, but both at once. He felt chaffed like a child, full of flouting wishes, floating elations. He felt vague and puffy like clouds cut up any which way, but drained of hankerings like a glass of water. A thirsty man just drank. He considered someone odd, though familiar, may have come to live inside of him. Being an egotist, all this appalled but gladdened him too, because it meant he was shattering. Because it meant he was sheltering someone who needed a home. He himself had no home, flitting from friend to cousin to stranger, as the occasion demanded, or urged by the heart, which he often misread. He lived everywhere, but at home, where sometimes he stayed overnight. The city he spent many years in, and where he sat was certainly known, drew him back like a smelly old coat he forgot to have cleaned, because it had worn so badly on him he couldn't give it away. Anywhere he slept, he was at home if he didn't overstay. The city he wished most to live in was nearby, but quiet, far away, near enough to visit as he visited by, or he visited, near enough to visit or be visited by old friends and children, far enough off to forget them all in a week or a year. He wanted to live alone in a den-like apartment, working nights on his thoughts, or in a big rambling house without tenants and close to the hub of the city. He would like also not to live there, but still to call it his home, where he could drop in, surprising himself hard at work in his study, or having been called away, finding a place, shrieking his absence. He liked to live there and in the country as well, unknown except for the gas meter reader, who could recognize him from that time he allowed himself to be home on the reader's first bi-monthly visit. He once wrote a letter he thought he'd only have written himself, which ended limply. How many emptied like me are there left to pick up before I die? Now he believed the letter was written completely by somebody else. Of course he was wrong, but what if he was completely somebody else? The end. And that was Being Somebody by Edwin Honig. I'm hoping I'm pronouncing his name right. Okay. And here's another poem of his he written. It's called Walt Whitman by Edwin Sonic. Prophet of the body's roving magnitude, you still command a hope elusive as a Jewish savior, not dying, not yet born, but always imminent, coming in a blaze one sunny afternoon, defying winter to everyone's distinct advantage, then going on to Eden, half sham, half hearsay, like California or Miami golden. All his life was squandered in his poverty when he became the body's prime revisionist, bankrupt, exploiter. From early middle age of the nation's largest unexploited enterprise, baggy, queer, a Johnny Appleseed, freely planting cells, the future matches into commonplaces, lops off as flourishes an unweaned appetite. Yet who can shape his mouth, beard, brimming bubble, that violent honey sound? Afterward they just blew hard, Tarzan's hemming through the swampy lots. His patent, never filed, was being chaotically alive against the hopes of sin and dying. Paradise is now America, whose greatest war was civil, must be born from Abel's wound, and Cain be welcomed home by Adam, Father Abraham, opening his blood to continents. All armies, lovers, tramps. A time for heroes, but the captains, shot or doubted, died. Had old Abe really smiled and tipped his hat, or had he merely grimaced? Ulysses, finished, promptly sighed and chomped cigars and toward the capital. The people yet and shambled to the greatest fortunes made, while he conveyed the lippy cup. The whistling streetcar man, the ferry pilot bellowing upon the apron of his praise. Nakedly at last he flailed his own paralysis with mud and flesh brush. A man, all men, himself alone. A rugged blue-eyed testament. His looks in Brady's lens are calm with after rages. The real war will never get in the books. Below the ragged line, he signed his chummy name. The end. The poem was Walt Whitman by Edwin Honig. I hope I pronounced it right. Okay. 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 And this poem is by Howard Nemerov, and it's titled Speculation. Okay. Prepare for death. But how can you prepare for death? Suppose it isn't an exam, but more like the tavern scene in Henry IV, or that big drunk, the symposium. Remember, everybody will be there, sooner or later at first, then all at once. Maybe the soul at death becomes a star. Maybe the galaxies are one great dance. Maybe, for as Earth's population grows, so does the number of the unfixed stars, exploding from the sempiternal stars exploding from the sempiternal rose into the void of an expanding universe. If it be so, it doesn't speak well for the social life hereafter. Faster than light, the souls avoid each other as each star speeds outward, goes out, or goes out of sight. The end. And that was Speculation by Howard Nemerov. Okay. And this poem is called Love Calls Us to the Things of This World by Richard Wilbur. The eyes open to a cry of police, and spirited from sleep, the astounded soul hangs for a moment, bodiless and simple as false dawn. Outside the open window, the morning air is all awash with angels. Some are in bed sheets, some are in blouses, some are in smocks, but truly there they are. Now they are rising together in calm swells of how they come feeling, but how Sion feeling whatever they wear with a deep joy of their impersonal breathing. Now they are flying in a plane, conveying the terrible speed of their omnipresence, moving and staying like white water, and now of a sudden they swoon down into so wrath a quiet that nobody seems to be there. The soul shrinks from all that it is about to remember, from the punctual rate of every blessed day, and cries, "Oh, let there be nothing on earth but laundry, nothing but rosy hands in the rising steam, and clear dances done in the sight of heaven." Yet, as the sun acknowledges with a warm look the world's hunks and collars, the soul descends once more in bitter love to accept the waking body, saying now in a changed voice as a man yawns and rises, "Bring them down from their ruddy gallows. Let there be clean linen for the backs of thieves. Let lovers go fresh and sweet to be undone, and the heaviest nuns walk in a pure floating of dark habits, keeping their difficult balance." The end. And that was Love Calls Us to the Things of This World by Richard Wilbur. And this poem is called Juggler by Richard Wilbur. A ball will bounce, but less and less. It's not a light-hearted thing, resents its own resilience. Feeling is what it loves, and the earth falls, so in our hearts when brilliance settles and is forgot. It takes a sky blue juggler with 5 red balls to shake our gravity up. We in the air, the balls roll around, wheel on his willing hands, learning the ways of lightness, alter to spheres, grazing his finger ends, cling to their courses there, swinging a small heaven about his ears. But a heaven is easier made of nothing at all than the earth regained, and still and so within the spin of worlds, with a gesture sure and noble, he reels at heaven end, landing it ball by ball, and trades it all for a broom, a plate, a table. Oh, on his toe, the table is turning, the broom's balancing up on his nose, and the plate whirls on the tip of the broom. Damn, what a show! We cry, the boys stamp, and the girls shriek, and the drum booms, and all comes down, and he bows and says goodbye. If the juggler is tired now, if the broom stands in the dust again, if the table starts to drop through the jelly dark again, and through the plate lies flat on the tabletop, for him we batter our hands when we who has won for once over the world's weight. The end. And that was Juggler by Richard Wilbur. And this poem is called Enough by Arthur Gregor. Okay. Enough. Enough. Let the season end. This summer of unnatural heat, of untimely storms, of water subject to winds, of land subject to nature's whims, aridity of human imprint, fandoms whose eyes speak of wasted lives, journeys left, loves not had, lust not tried, fandoms in place of fat flesh, and pageant in the night. Enough, enough of nature's wiles and torments of the solitary mind. Give me the human touch and need. Give me the great adventures. Give me the great structures in the mist, the hand held out, the far off lines that feed and feed. The end. That was Enough by Arthur Gregor. Okay. And this poem is called A Story About Chicken Soup by Louis Simpson. Okay. In my grandmother's house, there was always chicken soup and talk of the old country, mud and boars, poverty, the snow falling down the necks of lovers. Now and then, out of her savings, she sent them a dowry. Imagine the rice powdered faces and the smell of the bride like chicken soup. But the Germans killed them. I know it's in bad taste to say it, but it's true. The Germans killed them all. In the ruins of Berchtesgaden, a child with yellow hair ran out of a doorway. A German girl child, cuckoo, all skin and bones, not even enough to make chicken soup. She sat by the stream and smiled. I don't know who that is. Okay. Then as we splashed in the sun, she laughed at us. Okay. We had killed her mechanical brethren, so we forgave her. This, the sun is shining. The shadows of the lovers have disappeared. They are all eyes. They have some demand on me. They want me to be more serious than I want to be. They want me to stick in their mud hole where no one is elegant. They want me to wear old clothes. They want me to be gone. Wait, they want me to be poor, to sleep in a room with many others, not to walk in the painted sunshine to a summer house, but to live in the tragic world forever. The end. And that poem was A Story About Chicken Soup by Lewis Simpson. And here's another poem of his. It's called My Father in the Night Commanding No. My father in the night, commanding no, has work to do. Smoke issues from his lips. He reads in silence. The frogs are croaking, and the street lamps glow. Then my mother winds a gramophone. The bride of Lammermoor begins to shriek, or reads a story about a prince, a castle, and a dragon. The moon is glittering above the hill. I stand before the gatepost of a king. So runs the story. A fool at midnight when the mice are still. And I have been in Thule. It has come true. The journey and the danger of the world. All that there is to bear and to enjoy, endure and do. Landscapes, seascapes. Where have I been led? The names of cities, Paris, Venus, Rome, held out their arms. A feathered god, seductive, went ahead. Here is my home house, under a red rose tree. A child is swinging, another gravely plays. They are not surprised that I am here. They were expecting me. And yet my father sits and reads in silence. My mother sheds a tear. The moon is still, and the dark wind is murmuring that nothing ever happens. Beyond his jurisdiction, as I move, do I not prove him wrong? And yet, if it's true, they will not change there on the stage of terror and of love. The actors in that playhouse always sit in fixed positions. Father, mother, child with painted eyes. How sad it is to be a little puppet. Their heads are wooden, and you once pretended to understand them. Shake them as you will. They cannot speak. Do what you will. The comedy is ended. Father, why did you work? Why did you weep? Mother, was the story so important? Listen, the wind said to the children, and they fell asleep. The end. And that was a poem, My Father in the Night Commanding No, by Lewis Simpson. Okay, and right now I'm gonna play the songs I created from using songer.co. And so let me get it for okay. I did an uplifting one. A Beautiful Day.
Day. Let the sun shine in and wash my fears away. Woke up this morning, golden light broke in. Birds are singing sweetly. Where do I begin? The world feels so alive, with colors all around. Every little moment, oh, it's magic I found. Take a breath so deep, let the worries fade away. Here dancing where the children play. Stop and smell the poetry. Life's a canvas, let it be. Every heartbeat sings the song in the little things. We all belong. Be happy, let your spirit soar. Count your blessings, cherish more. Thankful that you're alive today. Oh, what a beautiful day. Walking down the street with a smile on my face. Underneath the blooming trees, I find my grace. The grass is still wet from the morning dew. Nature whispers gently, saying I see you. Moments turn to memories, the laughter that we share. Life's beautiful pages filled with love and care. Stop and smell the poetry. Life's a canvas, let it be. Every heartbeat sings the song in the little things. We all belong. Be happy, let your spirit soar. Count your blessings, cherish more. Thankful that you're alive today. Oh, what a beautiful day. So shake off the shadows, let the light warm your soul. There's a rhythm in the laughter that makes us feel whole. With every single heartbeat, let the joy be your guide. Open up your heart, let the love inside. When the sun sets low and paints the sky in gold, remind yourself of all the stories yet untold. Hold on to the moments, dance beneath the stars. Life's a fleeting journey, let it take you far. Stop and smell the poetry. Life's a canvas, let it be. Every heartbeat sings the song in the little things. We all belong. Be happy, let your spirit soar. Count your blessings, cherish more. Thankful that you're alive today. Oh, what a beautiful day. So here's to the laughter, to the tears that fill our eyes, to the moments that matter, like the stars across the skies. Celebrate the journey, every path, every way. Grateful for the now. Oh, what a beautiful day.
Okay. And that was a beautiful day. And I created that today, and wow. I love that. I created it using SONGER.co. Not COM, just .co. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna read another poem, and it's called Allen Ginsberg. It's called How, and is by Allen Ginsberg. I don't know if she put it all in here or not. It says from How for Carl Solomon. This poem is by Allen Ginsberg. Okay. I saw the best minds of my generation destroyed by madness, starving, hysterical, naked, dragging themselves through the Negro streets at dawn, looking for an angry fix. Angel-headed hipsters burning for the ancient heavenly connection to the starry dynamo in the machinery of night, who poverty and tatters and hollow-eyed and high sit up, smoking in the supernatural darkness of cold water flats, floating across the tops of cities contemplating jazz, who bared their brains to heaven under the EL and saw Mohammedan angels staggering on tenement roofs illuminated, who passed through universities with radiant, cool eyes, hallucinating Arkansas and Blake like tragedy among the scholars of war, who were expelled from the academies for crazy and publishing obscene odes on the windows of the school, who cowered in the unshaven rooms in underwear, burning their money in wastebaskets and listening to the tear through the wall, who got busted in their pubic beards, returning through Laredo with a belt of marijuana for New York, who ate fire in pink hotels or drank turpentine in Paradise Alley, death or purgatory their torsos night after night, with dreams, with drugs, with waking nightmares, alcohol, and endless, incomparable blind streets of shuddering cloud and lightning, in the mind leaping toward poles of Canada and Patterson, illuminating all the motionless world of time between, peyote solidities of halls, backyard green tree cemetery dawns, wine drunkenness over the rooftops, storefront borrows of tea-head joyride, neon, blinking traffic light, sun and moon and tree vibrations in the roaring winter dusk of Brooklyn, ashcan rantings and kind keen light of mind, who chained themselves to subways for the endless ride from Battery to Holy Bronx on Benzedrine until the noise of wheels and children brought them down, shuddering, mouth-racked and battered bleak of brain, all drained of brilliance in the drear light of zoo, who sank all night in submarine light of Bickford's floated out and sat through the still beer afternoon and desolate Fugazi's, listening to the crack of doom on the hydrogen jukebox, who talk continuously 70 hours from park to pad, to bar, to Bellevue, to Muscombe, to the Brooklyn Bridge, a lost battalion of platonic conversationalists jumping down the stoops, off fire escapes, off windowsills, off Empire State out of the moon. Yakking, screaming, vomiting, whispering facts and memories and anecdotes and eyeball kicks and shocks of hospitals and jails and wars, whole intellects, disgorge and total recall for 7 days and nights, with brilliant eyes, meet for the signal cast on the pavement, who vanish into nowhere, Zen, New Jersey, leaving a trail of ambiguous picture postcards of Atlantic City Hall, suffering, Eastern sweats, and tangerine bone grindings and migraines of China under junk withdrawal and new works, bleak furnished room, who wandered around and around at midnight in the railroad yard wondering where to go, and went, leaving no broken hearts. Who lit cigarettes in boxcars, racketing through snow toward lonesome farms in grandfather night, who studied Plotinus, Poe, St. John of the Cross telepathy, and Bob Kabbalah, because the cosmos instinctively vibrated at their feet in Kansas, who loaned it through the streets of Idaho, seeking visionary Indian angels who were visionary Indian angels, who thought they were only mad when Baltimore gleamed in supernatural ecstasy, who jumped in limousines with the Chinaman of Oklahoma on the impulse of winter, midnight, streetlight, small town rain, who lounged hungry and lonesome through Houston, seeking jazz or sex or soup, and followed a brilliant Spaniard to converse about America and eternity, a hopeless task, and so took ship to Africa, who disappeared into the volcanoes of Mexico, leaving behind nothing but the shadow of dungarees and the lava and ash of poetry scattered in fireplace Chicago, who reappeared on the West Coast investigating the FBI in beards and shorts with big Pacific eyes, sexy in their dark skin, passing out incomprehensible leaflets, who burned cigarette holes in their arms, protesting the narcotic tobacco haze of capitalism, who distributed super communist pamphlets in Union Square, weeping and undressing, while the sirens of Los Alamos wailed them down and wailed down wall, and the Staten Island ferry also wailed, who broke down crying in white gymnasiums, naked and trembling before the machinery of other skeletons, who bit detectives in the neck and shrieked with delight in police cars for committing no crime but their own while cooking pederasty and intoxication, who howled on their knees in the subway and were dragged off the roof, waving genitals and manuscripts, who let themselves be in the by saintly motorcyclists and screamed with joy, who blew and were blown by those human seraphim, the sailors, caresses of Atlantic and Caribbean love, who bawled in the morning and the evenings in rose gardens and the grass of public parks and cemeteries, scattering their freely to whomever come who may, who hiccuped endlessly, trying to giggle, but wound up with a sob behind a partition in a Turkish bath when the blonde and naked angel came to pierce him with a sword, who lost their love voice to the three old shrews of fate, the one-eyed shrew of the heterosexual dollar, the one-eyed shrew that winks out of the womb, and the one-eyed shrew that does nothing but sit on her ass and snip the intellectual golden threads of the craftsman's loom. Um, um, who went out soaring through Colorado and myriad stolen night cars, North Carolina, secret hero of those poems, Coxman and Adonis of Denver, joy to the memory of his innumerable lays of girls in empty lots and diner backyards, movie houses, rickety roads on mountain tops and caves, or with gaunt waitresses in familiar roadside, lonely petticoat uplifting, and especially secret gas station, solipsisms of Johns and hometown alleys too, who faded out in a vast sordid movies, were shifted in dreams, woke on a sudden Manhattan, and picked themselves up out of basements, hungover with heartless Tokay and hordes of Third Avenue, iron dreams, and stumbled to unemployment offices, who walked all night with their shoes full of blood on the snowbank docks, waiting for a door in the East River to open to a room full of steam heat and opium. who created great suicidal dramas on the apartment cliff banks of the Hudson under the wartime blue floodlight of the moon, and their heads shall be crowned with laurel in oblivion, who ate the lamb stew of the imagination, or digested the crab at the muddy bottom of the rivers of Bowery, who whipped at the romance of the streets with their push carts full of onions and bad music, who sat in boxes breathing in the darkness under the bridge and rose up to build harpsichords in their lofts, who coughed on the sixth floor of Harlem, crowned with flame under the tubercular sky, surrounded by orange crates of theology, who scribbled all night rocking and rolling over lofty mean incantations, which was the mornings, who cooked rotten animals, lung, heart, feet, tail, borscht, and tortillas, dreaming of the pure vegetable kingdom, who plunged themselves under meat trucks, looking for an egg, who threw their washes off the roof to cast their ballot for eternity outside of time, and alarm clocks fell on their heads every day for the next decade, who cut their wrists 3 times successfully, unsuccessfully, gave up, and were forced to open antique stores where they thought they were growing old and cried, who were burned alive in their innocent flannel suits on Madison Avenue amidst blast of leaden bursts and the chained-up clatter of the iron regiments of fashion and the nitroglycerin shrieks of the fairies of advertising and the mustard gas of sinister, intelligent editors, or were run down by the drunken taxicabs of absolute reality, who jumped off the Brooklyn Bridge. This actually happened and walked away unknown and forgotten into the ghostly days of Chinatown soup alleyways and fire trucks, not even one free beer, who sang out of their windows in despair, fell out of the subway window, jumped in the filthy passage, leaped on Negro sided, cried all over the street, danced on broken wine glasses, barefoot, smashed phonograph, records of nostalgic European 1930s German jazz, finished whiskey and threw up groaning into the bloody toilet, moaned in their cars in the blast of collegial steam whistles, who barreled down the highways of the past journeying in each other's hot rod, Golgotha, Jail Solitude Watch, or Birmingham Jazz Incarnation, who drove cross country 72 hours to find out if I had a vision, or you had a vision, or he had a vision to find out eternity, who journeyed to Denver, who died in Denver, who came back to Denver and waited in vain, who watched over Denver and brooded and loaned in Denver and finally went away to find out the time. Now Denver is lonesome for her heroes, who fell on their knees in hopeless cathedrals, praying for each other's salvation and light and breath until the soul illuminated its hair for a second, who crashed through their minds in jail waiting for impossible criminals with golden heads and the charm of reality in their hearts, who sang sweet blues to Alcatraz, who retired to Mexico to cultivate a habit, or Rocky Mount to tender butter or Tangiers to Boys or Southern Pacific, to the black locomotive, or Harvard to Narcissus, to Woodlawn to the daisy chain or grave, who demanded sanity trials, accusing the radio of hypnotism, and were left with their insanity in their hands and a hung jury, who threw potato salad at CCNY lectures on Dadaism and subsequently presented themselves on the granite steps of the madhouse with shaven heads and harlequin speech of suicide, demanding instantaneous lobotomy, and who were given instead the concrete void of insulin, Metrosol, electricity, hydrotherapy, psychotherapy, occupational therapy, ping pong, and amnesia, who in humorless protest overturned only one symbolic ping pong table, resting briefly in catatonia. Returning years later, truly bald, except for a wig of blood and tears and fingers, to the visible madman, doom of the wards of the mad towns of the East, pilgrim states, Rocklands, and gravestones, folded halls, bickering with the echoes of the soul, rocking and rolling in the midnight solitude bench. Dolmen realms of love, dream of life, a nightmare, bodies turned to stone as heavy as the moon, with mother fondly, and the last fantastic book flung out of the tenement window, and the last door closed at 4 a.m., and the last telephone slammed at the wall in reply, and the last furnished room emptied down to the last piece of mental furniture. A yellow paper rose twisted on a wire hanger in the closet, and even that imaginary, nothing but a hopeful little bit of hallucination. Ah, Carl, while you are not safe, I am not safe, and now you're really in the total animal soup of time, and who therefore rang through the icy streets, obsessed with a sudden flash of the alchemy of the use of the ellipse, the catalog, the meter, and the vibrating plane, who dreamt and made incarnate gaps in time and space through images juxtaposed, and trapped the archangel of the soul between two visual images, and joined the elemental verbs, and set the noun and dash of consciousness together, jumping with sensation of Peter omnipotent, eterna deus, to recreate the syntax and nature of poor human prose, and stand before you speechless and intelligent and shaking with shame, rejected yet confusing, yet rejected yet confessing out the soul to conform to the rhythm of thought and his naked and endless head. The madman bum and angel beat in time, unknown, yet putting down here what might be left to say in time come after death, and rose reincarnate in the ghostly clothes of jazz in the gold horn shadow of the band, and blew the suffering of America's naked mind for love into an L Lama Lama Sabachthani saxophone cry that shivered the city down to the last radio. With the absolute heart of the poem of life, butchered out of their own bodies, good to eat 1,000 years. What stinks of cement and aluminum bashed open their skulls and ate up their brains and imagination? Moloch, solitude, filth, ugliness, ash cans, and mob-tainable dollars. Children screaming under the stairways, boys sobbing in armies, old men weeping in the parks. Moloch, Moloch, nightmare of Moloch, Moloch the loveless, mental Moloch, Moloch the heavy judger of men, Moloch the incomprehensible prison of Moloch, the crossbone, soulless jailhouse and congress of sorrows, Moloch, whose buildings are judgment, Moloch, the vast stone of war, Moloch, those stunned governments, Moloch, whose mind is the pure machinery, Moloch, whose blood is running money, Moloch, whose fingers are 10 armies, Moloch, whose breast is a cannibal dynamo, Moloch, whose air is a smoking tomb. Moloch, whose eyes are 1,000 blind windows, Moloch, whose skyscrapers stand in the long streets like endless Jehovah, Moloch, whose factories dream and croak in the fog, Moloch, whose smokestacks and antenna crown the cities, Moloch, whose love is endless, oil and stone, Moloch, whose soul is electricity and banks, Moloch, whose poverty is a specter of genius, Moloch, whose fate is a cloud of sexless hydrogen, Moloch, whose name is a mind, Moloch is in whom I sit lonely, Moloch, in whom I dream angels, crazy in Moloch, lack love and manless in Moloch, Moloch, who entered my soul early, Moloch, in whom I am a consciousness without a body, Moloch, who frightened me out of my natural ecstasy, Moloch, whom I abandoned. Wake up in Moloch, light streaming out of the sky. Okay. Moloch, Moloch, robot apartments, invisible suburbs, skeleton treasuries, blind capitals, demonic industries, spectral nations, invincible madhouses, granite, like monstrous bombs. They broke their backs, lifting Moloch to heaven, pavements, trees, radios, tons, lifting the city to heaven, which exists and is everywhere about us. Visions, omens, hallucinations, miracles, ecstasies, gone down the American River, dreams, adorations, even, okay, breakthroughs over the river, lips and crucifixes, gone down the flood, highs, epiphanies, minds, new loves, mad generations, down on the rocks of time, real holy laughter in the river. They saw it all, the wild eyes, the holy yells. They bade farewells. They jumped off the roof to solitude, waving, carrying bowers down, carrying Let me read that again. They jumped off the roof to solitude, waving, carrying flowers down to the river, into the street. The end. And that was a poem by Allen Ginsberg called How. And there were some lines I'm sorry I skipped because I can't say them words. I apologize. And you can, if you want to read the whole thing, because I skipped about 3 or 4 lines or so, I don't know. But if you want to read the whole thing, you can Google How by Allen Ginsberg. Okay. Now, I am going to take a 4-minute break, and I'll be right back. Okay. Uh-oh. Okay.
Oh, what a beautiful day. Let the sun shine in and wash my fears away. Woke up this morning, golden light broke in. Birds are singing sweetly, where do I begin? The world feels so alive, with colors all around. Every little moment, oh, it's magic I found. Take a breath so deep, let the worries fade away. Hear the laughter dancing where the children play. Stop and smell the poetry. Life's a canvas, let it be. Every heartbeat sings the song in the little things. We all belong. Be happy, let your spirit soar. Count your blessings, cherish more. Thankful that you're alive today. Oh, what a beautiful day. Walking down the street with a smile on my face. Underneath the blooming trees, I find my grace. The grass is still wet from the morning dew. Nature whispers gently, saying I see you. Moments turn to memories, the laughter that we share. Life's beautiful pages filled with love and care. Stop and smell the poetry. Life's a canvas, let it be. Every heartbeat sings the song in the little things. We all belong. Be happy, let your spirit soar. Count your blessings, cherish more. Thankful that you're alive today. Oh, what a beautiful day. So shake off the shadows, let the light warm your soul. There's a rhythm in the laughter that makes us feel whole. With every single heartbeat, let the joy be your guide. Open up your heart, let the love inside. When the sun sets low and paints the sky in gold, remind yourself of all the stories yet untold. Hold on to the moments, dance beneath the stars. Life's a fleeting journey, let it take you far. Stop and smell the poetry. Life's a canvas, let it be. Every heartbeat sings the song in the little things. We all belong. Be happy, let your spirit soar. Count your blessings, cherish more. Thankful that you're alive today. Oh, what a beautiful day. So here's to the laughter, to the tears that fill our eyes, to the moment let our worries stray. Met at a bar, the music played low, but our hearts took flight in the soft golden glow. Even when the music faded into the night, we twirled round the floor, our spirits took flight. Oh, the whispers of love, they linger and stay in the shadows of laughter. We found our own way with each strum of the guitar, each word that you'd say. You gave me a love for a lifetime, come what may. From evening visits to morning so bright, you built me a world where the sun felt just right. In the quiet of dawn, we'd share our sweet dreams, writing poetry together, weaving love's themes. Oh, the whispers of love, they linger and stay in the shadows of laughter. We found our own way with each strum of the guitar, each word that you'd say. You gave me a love for a lifetime, come what may. Now the nights feel colder, the echoes of your song, yet I hold on tightly where the memories belong. With your voice in the silence, your smiles in the breeze, you're dancing in the stars, you're whispering through trees. Though time folds gently, love's roots run deep in the garden of my heart, your spirit I keep. Each note that you played, each line that you wrote, forever you'll shine like a heartfelt anecdote. Oh, the whispers of love, they linger and stay in the shadows of laughter. We found our own way with each strum of the guitar, each word that you'd say. You gave me a love for a lifetime, come what may. So I'll sing to the moon, let the memories flow, for love is eternal, it only will grow in the quiet of night. When the world feels so far, I'll carry your love like a wish on a star.
Hello, Gina, and welcome to my stream, and thank you. It's an honor to have you here. Thank you very much. Okay, I made it here, fam. I'm back now. I apologize for making it like an 8-minute, but I had to take a break. I had to get me ice, and I forgot on my air cooler to I put some they have ice boxes on the air cooler, so I put some in the freezer earlier, and I forgot all about it, so it should be frozen by now. So see if that makes a difference. But I'm going to have to get another air conditioner because my brother got one for his room he got his today, and it's a lot cooler than in here. So I'm going to change my air conditioner out and get me one from Walmart, and I can use a Fern. And I can get it from Fern for about $100 and something, and that will help out a lot. And because I'm tired of like this fan. I love this fan right here, but it's not getting it, or then it gets to me when I'm sitting right here. But in the air cooler I have, well, that's it. Not really working like not cooling the whole place down like the living room and the kitchen. So I need another air conditioner. It is a 10-year-old. I had it for 10 years. So that is really getting old. And it's not putting out the coldness anymore. So it's time to get another one. And it's so hot out too, you know, and it's hot out everywhere. So, and I'm going to change this from a Monday to a Tuesday, and and that way, if anybody wants to go to that way, in case I go over 9 o'clock, because I know Gina has a show at 9, you know, and I will make sure anybody can feel free to go to her show in case I go over at 9 o'clock. So I decided to move it to what time? Okay, move it to Tuesday. I decided that today, and do it Tuesdays and Wednesdays. And I hope in Tuesdays and Wednesdays will not, you know, will not interfere with anyone else's shows. I try not to, and but and Thursdays I try not to do any shows on Thursdays because I never know when not Alicia is going to come back with her show again, and I want to make sure my Thursday is open for that. And so I want to make sure it's Tuesday and Wednesday because I had known to do it over 6 hours here, so I want to make sure. But Wednesday night I will not have it for sure because I had that test done, DEXA, and if y'all know what that is, I don't know how long it'll take. So and I want to make sure, you know, I'm rested up when I get home and that. So I won't have it Wednesday. And so after today, I'll have it Saturday, the Poetry Club Saturday Night Show. Okay. Okay. And now, okay, like I told you at the beginning of the show, I have 2 writing sit-ins. I call them writing sit-ins, but y'all can call what you want. It doesn't matter. So, that's right. The stream shut out for a minute there, and I had to do this again. Okay, let me bring this back up, and okay, so I can share this. Okay. 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 Wait. Um. Oh. Hold on, you all, for a minute there. I am frozen now. Okay. There it is. Share screen. Share. Okay. Okay. Okay, I got it now. And add to stage. We're going to do a writing sentence. And okay, I hope you all can see it. We'll write a we can write a okay, okay, yeah, I can't see it. Let me bring it up. I can't even read it from here. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna make this as full so y'all can see this better. And yeah, okay. I hope y'all can still hear me. And we're going to do I might have to put this full screen for me. Okay. We're going to do a writing prompt, a haiku or senryu. Senryu. You can either write a haiku or senryu, and they're both the same: 5 syllables, 7 syllables, and 5 syllables with 3 lines. And haiku is natured. to do with nature, and Cinderu is related to relationships or whatever, and that's what I'm going to do today. Then the other one, then we have another one later on. I'm going to do another one too. Okay. And can you all hear me? Oh, let's see. Okay, let me see if you can hear me or not. Writing from Haiku or Cinderu. Okay, yep, y'all can hear me. Okay, and we're gonna do it for like 10 minutes, no, about 15 minutes. We'll give it 15 minutes. Let me see what time it is. Okay, let's say it's 8:35, so 8:50. I'll put 8:50. 8:50. Okay, let me get okay. Let me get my clock and time it. Okay. Okay. 50. Wait, 53. Okay. Okay, I set it for 8:53, and that'll give us 15 minutes. Okay. Okay, so while we're working on it, let me get some music on here too. Okay. See if I can. Okay. Okay, get some music. And when the alarm goes, I don't know if y'all can hear it or not. And it'll sound like a rooster. Okay. Okay, now let me get some music on.
In a world that feels so heavy, hearts are worn and torn. We walk the streets divided, sometimes feeling forlorn. But if we lift each other, hand in hand, we can rise. With courage in our voices, let's open up our eyes. Unity's the anthem that calls us to engage. Let's turn this page together. Let's write a brand new stage. Stand up, let us join together. With love in our hearts, let's make it forever. Dance with joy. our unity decree. No time for division, just look around and feel. Racism's a shadow, let's shine the light and heal. We all bleed the same, we all dream the same. In this human family, let's play a loving game. Rise above the hatred, let's break down the walls. Together we'll be stronger, hear the freedom calls. Stand up, let us join together. With love in our hearts, let's make it forever. Dance with joy, let compassion flow. In every corner, let the harmony glow. We all want the same thing, can't you see? Love, peace, and joy, it's our unity decree. It's time to embrace our differences, let's celebrate. From every walk of life, let's open up the gate. Empathy and kindness, they pave the way to peace. In the garden of acceptance, let our worries cease. So lift your voice up high, let your spirit sing. Together as a community, we can change everything. Stand up, let us join together. With love in our hearts, let's make it forever. Dance with joy, let compassion flow. In every corner, let the harmony glow. We all want the same thing, can't you see? Love, peace, and joy, it's our unity decree. So let's stand up for the right and let our hearts ignite. With every step we take, let's move toward the light. In this symphony of life, let love be our song. Together we will rise, together we belong. Stand up for love, joy, and peace. In unity we flourish, let division cease.
And repeat your dreams. Everything sounded so good. I like that one. Uh-oh. Okay. Okay, I don't know what happened, you all, but my whole browser went out on me. So what I'm gonna have to do now, I'm gonna have to bring that back up. We'll have to start over again, and let me find it. Okay, let me take a 4-minute break. So take a 4-minute. I'm sorry, I don't want to take a 4-minute break, but I need to, so I can bring that back up again. Where we can do the haiku, because I have 2 prompts up there on there, the haiku and another prompt. So hold on, and as soon as I get it up, if it's less than 4 minutes, bring it right back up. I'll bring it right back up. I hope it takes less than 4 minutes, but be on the safe side. I'll say 4 minutes. Okay. Okay, and
Woke up this morning, sun in my eyes, chasing the shadows, reaching for the skies. Years may have flown, but my heart feels young. This fire inside me, it's just begun.
Every step forward, I can feel the beat. Whispers of hope in the rhythm of the street. Life's too precious, don't let it slip away. You've got a story, let it light the way. Live your dreams on, don't hold back. You're never too old, just stay on track. Believe in yourself, let your spirit fly. I believe in you, reach for the sky. Don't ever give up, let your voice be loud. Shine like a star, stand out in the crowd. Every scar tells a story, every tear a song. Through the highs and lows, we all belong. With every heartbeat, find your way to go. Dance with the dreams that you long to show. Every age has magic, every heart can soar. Don't close the door, there's always more. Trust in the journey, let your spirit lead. You've got the power, you just gotta believe. Live your dreams, so don't hold back. You're never too old, just stay on track. Believe in yourself, let your spirit fly. I believe in you, reach for the sky. Don't ever give up, let your voice be loud. Shine like a star, stand out in the crowd. Oh, the world can be heavy, it can weigh you down. But lift your head up, wear your crown. You're stronger than you know, you've got a light. Illuminate the dark, turn wrong into right. Live your dreams on, don't hold back. You're never too old, just stay on track. Believe in yourself, let your spirit fly. I believe in you, reach for the sky. Don't ever give up, don't ever give up. Let your voice be loud, shine like a star, stand out in the crowd. So take a deep breath, let it all unfold. Your dreams are waiting, be brave, be bold. Life's an adventure, so dance through the fight. You're never too young, you're never too bright. Just live your dreams, let your heart ignite. The world is yours, let it shine tonight.
Okay, I have it now. So now I'm gonna bring it up, and then I'm gonna do another 15 minutes since it's all messed up. Okay, and maybe this time it will work. Okay. 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 I'm gonna do it for 15 minutes. It's 8:51 and wait. Okay. Um, okay. We can go ahead and start, and I'm trying to okay. And, 15. And 7. Uh-oh. Okay. Uh-oh. Okay. 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 Okay, the 9:09. That'll be 15 minutes. Okay. 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 So now let me get this and full screen layout. And okay, now we can start, and I'll get some music on. And okay, that was so good.
In the morning light, I rise and see the blessings that surround you here with me. Through the trials and the storms that life can bring, your love is my anchor. My heart starts to sing. Oh, God is so good. He's faithful and true. Trust in His promise. He's here just for you. In every season, through joy and through pain, just believe, He's always the same. When shadows close in and I feel alone, you lift my spirits, making my heart yours. every tear that falls, you're there to mend. Your love is unwavering, my everlasting friend. Oh, God is so good, He's faithful and true. Trust in His promise, He's here just for you. In every season, through joy and through pain, just believe, just believe. He's always the same. He's the light in the darkness, the hope for the lost. With you by my side, I can bear any cost. Your grace is sufficient, your mercy renews. In moments of doubt, Lord, you help me choose. For every mountain high and every valley low, I'll trust in your goodness, I'll let the world know. You're faithful forever, my heart will proclaim. Your love never falters, I'll call on your name. Oh, God is so good, He's faithful and true. Trust in His promise, He's here just for you. In every season, through joy and through pain, just believe, just believe. He's always the same. So lift your hands high, let your spirit soar. God is so good, forever adored. In His arms of mercy, we'll find our way. Just believe, He's with us today.
In a quiet corner where memories sway, we dance through the night, let our worries stray. Met at a bar, the music played low, but our hearts took flight in the soft golden glow. Even when the music faded into the night, we twirled round the floor, our spirits took flight. Oh, the whispers of love, they linger and stay. In the shadows of laughter, we found our own way. With each strum of the guitar, each word that you'd say, you gave me a love for a lifetime, come what may. From evening visits to morning so bright, Let's take a walk down memory lane, where the sun shined bright and the world felt plain. In every moment there's a story to tell. In the echoes of laughter, we know it so well. In the mornings we'd wake to the sound of the breeze, chasing dreams on the playgrounds, just you and me. We'd dance in the rain while the world drifted by, holding hands as we twirled with our heads in the sky. The days felt endless with no need for time, building castles in the air, our spirits in rhyme. Let's go down the memory lane, so sweet and bright, where the laughter echoes under the moonlight. No one can take what we hold in our heart. This is our treasure, our beautiful art. Memory lane, where we'll never feel lost. In the moments we had, we'll count all the costs. Each photograph holds a piece of our past, captured the giggles, the moments that last. From late night talks to the secrets we shared, every single memory is evidence we cared. Through the storms and the sunshine, we found a way. In the dance of our lives, love leading the sway. Let's go down the memory lane, so sweet and bright, where the laughter echoes under the moonlight. No one can take what we hold in our heart. This is our treasure, our beautiful art. Memory lane, where we'll never feel lost. In the moments we had, we'll count all the cost. So let's hold on tight as the music plays slow. In this ballad of life, let our feelings flow. Each note is a whisper of all that we've seen. Every step on this path, more than just a dream. The rhythm of love, the dance we create, together forever, we'll never be late. As the stars light the sky, we'll sway side by side. In the arms of nostalgia, let our hearts be our guide. We'll reminisce softly under the night's embrace. Every heartbeat a reminder of our sacred space. With each little memory, we write our own song. For in this beautiful life, together we belong. So here's to the memories, may we never forget. For the love that we shared, there's no regret. Let's walk down this lane where our story began. In the heart of our journey, forever we'll stand. Together we'll dance through the chapters of time, down memory lane, where our souls intertwine.
Oh, we can rise. Together we'll light the skies.
When the storm clouds gather round and you feel your feet on shaky ground, remember the fire that once burned bright. It's time to rise into the light. We've all seen those days when we felt so low, but every ending opens a door, you know. Take those pieces, don't be afraid. With every heartbeat, a new path is made. So let's rebuild our dreams, let's paint them bright. Color the canvas of our lives tonight. With every heartbeat, we'll find our way. No more fears, let's seize the day. We'll rise from the ashes stronger than before. With love and hope, we'll open every door. Rebuild your
reflection knows it's been a while. Time to shed the doubts that tied us down. Embrace our journey, wear that crown. Through the valleys and the mountain highs, each step we take will reach for the skies. So gather your courage, lift your chin. The world is waiting, let the dreams begin. So let's rebuild our dreams, let's paint them bright. Color the canvas of our lives tonight. With every heartbeat we'll find our way. No more fears, let's seize the day. We'll rise from the ashes stronger than before. With love and hope we'll open every door. Rebuild your dreams, bring them to life. Together we'll dance through joy and strife. It's a brand new dawn with the sun on our face. We'll sing out loud, we'll quicken the pace. With every laugh shared, every tear we release. Building up our story, finding good peace. Let the rhythm of hope guide our feet. In this dance of life, we'll find our beat. So let's rebuild our dreams, let's paint them bright. Color the canvas of our lives tonight. With every heartbeat we'll find our way. No more fears, let's seize the day. We'll rise from the ashes stronger than before. With love and hope we'll open every door. Rebuild your dreams, bring them to life. Together we'll dance, together we'll dance. Through joy and strife. Oh, we've come so far. With every heartbeat we shine like stars. Rebuild your dreams, know they're right here. In this dance of life, let go of the fear. Step into the light, let your spirit soar. Rebuild your dreams, together forevermore.
Remove from stage. Mm. Okay, it's been okay. We have comments and okay, we have comments. Okay, and Cindy Yours said, hello Noreen. How are you doing? Okay, I'm doing hello Cindy Yours and welcome to my channel. To the poetry. Tune in and be transported by the power of poetry and music. And I'm doing good. How are you doing, Sammy? And Peace 46 said, hi, Noreen. Hello, Peace, and welcome to my channel. Thank you for being here. How are you doing? And Peace said, how are you doing? I'm doing good, and thank you very much. How are you doing? And Peace said, how was your day? My day was good, went good. Yeah. And Sammy said, welcome back, Noreen. Thank you very much, Sammy. I appreciate that. That means a lot. Hello, Ken Terrell. Hello, Ken Terrona, Sean. And how are you doing? And welcome. And said you and Sammy said, I'm fine. That's good to hear. I'm glad to hear that, Sammy. And Sammy said, glad to hear that you're doing good. Thank you very much, Sammy. I said, you're welcome. And Peace are doing great. I'm glad to hear that, Peace. I'm glad you're doing great. Okay. And we just got through. I just got through doing a writing sit-in where we did a haiku or senru, and in 15 minutes I wrote 2. And okay. And Quinterona John had a emoji. I don't know what that emoji stands for. Okay. Oh, Quinterona John said, "How are you doing?" I'm doing good. Kent Arona John, I'm doing good. How are you doing? And thank you very much. Okay. Okay. And now I'll read the haikus I wrote, and Kent says same here. That's awesome. Glad to hear that, Kent. Okay. Am I pronouncing your name right? I want to get everybody's name right. And if I don't, I apologize. I feel really bad if I don't get it right. Okay. Okay. The first haiku I wrote, or I think it's more like a senru. It says, "Let's join hands and be united as one big family. We are all human." The end. And the second one is, okay, Amihiki 3 said, do a motive, and it says, "What's up, Noreen? How are you?" Hello, Mihaka 3. Hello, I'm doing good. And how are you doing? And thank you very much. And welcome to my channel. Thank you very much. Okay. And the second one I wrote is, okay, I haven't titled it yet, but it's Read a Book Daily. Travel the world through your mind. Gain knowledge. Read. The end. That was my more like a senru instead of a haiku. Okay. And Mihiki said, "Doing good also." Okay, that's awesome. I'm glad to hear that, Mihika. Am I pronouncing your name right? I hope I am. And if I don't, I apologize. I really want to get everyone's name right. It feels bad. I feel bad when I don't. So I apologize to anyone. Okay. Hello, Abaroi, and welcome to my channel, and Poetry Music channel. Okay, and Nihika said, "Yes, you do." Oh, thank you very much. I'm glad I do. Thank you. And how you doing, Albero I, and welcome to my Poetry Music channel. And Albero I said, "Thanks. You are very welcome." I pronouncing your name right, Albero I hope I am. If I don't, I apologize. Okay. I love when I can do poetry and music. And the music I've been playing, I've been creating it. Alberoy and